Okay, so let's do a new quote. So I'm not going to go into detail on this here because obviously in the customer demonstration I do a full sort of demo on the actual quote and the actual order as well, which are very similar. Okay, but essentially it's exactly like an order, but the quote layout is whatever reference you want to put in here. Um, what payment terms are we going to offer? Who's the contact? Obviously, it's defaulted that in. Default shipping methods have gone in there for this customer, but you can put whatever you want. It's automatically linked to the opportunity. Okay, so let's just pick on a few items here, like that one and that one. Okay, and we'll say we want one of those each. It's automatically put the pricing in that has come from either their account or the pricing level that they're attached to, the price list they're attached to, or the wholesale or retail price, depending on what we've actually set up for this particular prospect or customer. Okay. We can also edit the description. We can also add different types of item, like kits, for example. So let's pick on that one. So kits are things like your kit configurator for like we've done a computer here. So what we're saying is which motherboard, what RAM, what hard disk, and we can pick different ones. So you can see the overall price is £280, but well, Mr. Customer, if you have this particular motherboard instead, it's less £10. Okay, oh, I'll have that one. Okay, and then when you say OK, it just drops all those in. So it drops the kit in at a particular overall price, and then if you click on that, you can see the individual items that make it up. You can also quote matrix type items. Okay, so let's pick on one I've already done. Okay, like this t-shirt. And then what pops up is a matrix type box. So what you can see is that t-shirts I've set up into sizes and colours, and the sizes are small, medium, large, and the colours are red, white and blue. Anything in grey, okay, we have in stock, but anything in red we don't have in stock. So if I just kind of say, oh, well, just, we'll have one of everything. Okay, so okay. Okay, now on a quote, okay, we've got the overall price, okay, which is £1,496.11p. But we also have a profit tab, so we can actually see the extended cost and profit on each order. Okay, so we're obviously making quite a lot of money on this one. Okay, now if I save and close this quote, obviously you can print it if you want to, but now what happens is the estimated revenue, okay, you can actually set up as either just an entered figure like that, or you can actually have as a quoted figure. Okay, and what it does is it brings through the value of the opportunity, the value of the quotes you've actually assigned to this opportunity, and automatically updates it. If I go out into preferences, okay, what you can see here is when you're setting up opportunities, you can decide to show the actual value of those opportunities by the gross revenue, yeah, or by the profit. It's up to you. Okay, so so here you can see that it's the actual turnover, the sales revenue. Okay. Okay, so that's opportunity management. Okay, if I go back to the opportunities dashboard, now you'll be able to see that. Is mine in the list? There you go. Okay, so the priority is what it actually does is it would put that £1,000 in that I typed in, but since there's a value in the quoted revenue, then it puts that one in. Okay, so that's opportunity management. Okay, while we're on the dashboards, we've got other dashboards for email. Okay, this is where you can actually see. You can set up accounts for groups, like you could have support at your domain name or sales at your domain name. And what that allows you to do is, when people look at this, they can have multiple accounts here. Okay, so they could actually then see all the emails for support and all the emails for sales, as well as other people, and also they can have all their individual email accounts here as well. So obviously, if I highlight this particular one, this is the outbox. Obviously, I've not sent any mail on this particular copy, and it'll display the email very similar to Outlook, and obviously you can open the actual attachment. Obviously, we're sending this particular customer a copy invoice. Right, now the reason we've created an email client, okay, essentially you can still use Outlook if you want, but basically this replaces Outlook in reality. Okay, we've having implemented a lot of systems and know about a lot of systems, synchronization to Outlook for your contacts, your diary, and your email, I'm afraid, is not as reliable perhaps as it should be. Okay, and from my point of view, an unreliable system is no use at all. Okay, so the reason we did this is so all emails that come in and go out, yeah, automatically get assigned to a customer, prospect, supplier account. So when you look at that customer account, so if I just pop up a particular customer here, let's say example lead, hopefully we'll have one on here. When I actually look at their account, I'll be able to see all the emails sent and received on their account. Okay, so let's just go back to the email dashboard. Okay, if I create a new email, wherever I am, okay, I can also, when I click on to, it's a list of all my contacts in my accounting system. So whether they're customers, suppliers, or whatever. So if I can sort of say that one, that one, that one, yeah, it puts all those in for me. Also, we needed very tight integration from a document point of view. So let's say I want to do a statement run. Okay, so I'm going to send 200 statements, yeah, and I want to email them or fax them or what's called lowest cost route. If I didn't have full control over the email client, it would be extremely difficult to reliably do that. So that is why we've taken over this particular client and replaced Outlook in reality. Okay, there's all the emails that you send and receive will automatically get tagged against the customer records, the contact records that you actually pick. Now, if you actually didn't want anyone to see that particular email that you're sending, you can actually mark it as private. So if you mark it as private, then obviously only you will be able to see it, and other users won't be able to see it. Okay. We also have a dashboard for faxing. Okay, so essentially you don't need fax modems and fax software in your server. Basically, you use a web service. So all you do is subscribe to a company called Interfax or someone similar, and essentially you send all your fax jobs off to them. So instead of 200 statements as an example being faxed would take almost all day on your server with one modem. With a fax service like this, they almost go within the same 5 minutes. So you are benefiting from someone with a much bigger infrastructure to fax, but also the cost is a lot less than you actually using your own analog line. Okay. So we have integrated email and fax, and we actually have the dashboards there as well. Okay, so let's go to target list. Okay, another big important point about the CRM system is it really is integrated. Okay, I can't kind of emphasize this enough. So we've got integrated email and faxing. We have in most CRM systems you can create target lists, okay, that are based on fields and data within the database. Okay, so people in this country, in this area, whatever, that kind of thing. Where target lists become much better, and you can only get this with a truly integrated CRM account system, is that you want to know something like, okay, people in this area that buy these items offers or have bought these items offers before in the last 12 months. Okay, well, that information is in the accounts. Yeah, so the only way you're going to get that kind of list, yeah, is to have it as one database. Okay, so an example of why you'd want to do something like that is, let's say you've just been offered a load of stock by a supplier at a cheap price because he wants to clear it out, or you've got some very slow-moving stock that's been there 6 months and you need to clear it out. Well, your best chance of getting rid of that stock or selling that stock is to offer it to people that have bought those items off you before or similar items off you before. Okay, but the only way you can create that kind of list, is having all the information there. Okay, so this scores very highly over your gold mines, your sales logics, your ACPACs, your Sage MME, whatever. Yeah, they just can't do this kind of stuff. Yeah. Okay, so let's just kind of pick on target list, right? So is the target list based on customers, prospects, or leads? Okay, so I'm going to say this is based on customers.